Hi, and welcome back to this edition of the Mental Health Minute. I'm Justine McNulty, a registered social worker with the Iron Prior and District Family Health Team. If you tuned into our last video, we spoke about the STOP skill, which stood for stop, take a deep breath, observe what's going on with you and around you, and proceed with awareness. This was a good skill that I suggested using at this time of year because we're under a lot of extra pressure and stress because of the holidays and because of the global pandemic that we're experiencing collectively. It helps switch us out of that autopilot mode to a mode where we're more aware of what's going on, which is what mindfulness is all about. Today I wanted to take a moment, time out, to talk to you about something else that might be helpful this time of year. Something that I hear a lot about in my work is lack of sleep, disrupted sleep, inability to fall asleep, stay asleep throughout the night, and then feeling exhausted continuously throughout the day. Because of this time of year, it's normal to feel that disruption a little bit more, especially if you're someone who already struggles with insomnia or some version of sleep disruption. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks, some basic sleep hygiene skills that you can try to incorporate into your life right now that may be helpful. So the first thing I'd like you to monitor is your caffeine intake. If you're someone like me who likes your coffee, try to have it early in the day and stop any caffeine take at least 4 hours before you're ready to fall asleep. If you're someone who notices that you're affected a lot by caffeine, I would limit it even more. Try to switch to a decaffeinated version of whatever it is that you're consuming so that it doesn't affect your ability to fall asleep at the end of the day. Something else that I'd like you to try is to get some exercise and fresh air. Especially now, especially because we're living through this pandemic, it can be hard to stay motivated to exercise. We're more sedentary, we're not going out as much, we may not feel comfortable going to the gym or exercising in large groups. So see if you can be creative and find something small that you can do throughout the day to expel some energy and get some fresh air at the same time is even better to help you get ready for sleep at the end of the day. Something else that I want you to consider is turning off technology at least an hour before you fall asleep. I got into this bad habit where I would fall asleep with my device in my hand, headphones in my ears, and wake up to the show that I was watching still playing. This did not help give me a good sleep routine, and it did not help me feel rested the next day for sure. If you are someone who likes to unwind with a good show, that's fine, but try to do it before getting into your bed so that you can have some space between screen time and bedtime. Another thing that I'd like you to consider is limiting the amount of alcohol that you consume before going to bed. Although it may help you fall asleep, it definitely doesn't help you stay asleep. You can wake up, have to go to the bathroom, and just feel achy in the middle of the night, which doesn't help with a good sleep hygiene routine. The other thing that I want you to consider, just like when you're training a child to fall asleep on their own, is to be creative and come up with your own sleep routine. Whether it's having a bath, whether it's having a decaffeinated tea, whether it's reading a book that's not super interesting because you don't want it to keep you awake, turning your pages. Find something that works for you that helps you unwind, de-stress, and feel more at ease. Finally, my favorite skill to use to help you fall asleep and get a better sleep is to do some kind of meditation practice as you're drifting off. One of the most handy, easy to remember ones is called the body scan. And this is where you close your eyes, you're lying in your bed, and you visualize going through each part of your body from head to toe, recognizing and becoming aware of any areas of tension, pain, discomfort throughout your body, using your breath to breathe in calm, relaxing air to those parts of your body, and breathing out the tension as best as you can. Knowing that this won't eliminate the discomfort, tension, or pain completely, but it helps settle your body and also helps take your mind away from that endless train of thought, which sometimes can happen as you're trying to fall asleep, and brings your attention to one thing so that it's easier for you to drift off. Also, keep in mind that if you can't fall asleep within 20 minutes to a half an hour, try to get out of bed and do something that's not super exciting for just a couple minutes and then come right back. The reason for this is that you don't want to associate your bed with a place where you can't fall asleep. So get up, get a glass of water, go to the bathroom, and come back and try again. And remember, my favorite thing is to always be gentle and kind to yourself. If these skills don't work, then you can reach out to someone on the family health team, your family doctor, get a referral to talk to one of us one-on-one, because there may be something else going on. It may be a bit more challenging for you, and that doesn't mean that you're not normal and that it's not okay. It's just sometimes we need a little bit of extra help. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you sleep well.